Those Jamaican river rafting guys are not the problem. We need to be talking about the women. I've been on the bamboo rafting excursion maybe like 3 times in my whole entire life. And I think that people really focus up on the fact that, oh yeah, well, they are, where they be trying to do this to you, they be trying to do that to you. But they only do that to you if you allow it. And I think that people miss that. And it's just like with any other man. If a man wanna deal with you like that, then he's gonna deal with you like that. So I don't understand why people are focusing more on the fact that these men are, running down on these women, and they not realizing that these women is coming from the US, coming from all other countries to come down there and get cracked open like a can of paint.
She said it. She said it, and I've thought it so many times. You guys have seen the pictures of the river rafting chicks. Every woman who goes to Jamaica, she wants that infamous photo or famous photo. Depending on how you look at it, it's a positive thing. I think if your girl is going to Jamaica and you're okay with the girls' trips and her being over there getting lathered up with the concoctions that they put on their skin. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure somebody will correct me in the comment section down below. But we've all seen those videos. And a lot of the times people think that those men are real handsy, touchy. And I've seen a lot of people complaining, but I haven't seen this perspective of why is it they keep going back? Could it be that some of those women, if not a good portion of them, actually go there for the SEX touring that happens over there in Jamaica? That's an angle that I think is worth a discussion. I haven't seen anyone seriously address it up until now.
By a random, okay? And I'm not even mad at it because Jamaican men, they are like that. Like they are, one of the best people to get your self-esteem up there. Your self-confidence, you could look like shit. They're going to hype you up every single time. My thing is, if you don't allow it, you have a lot of respect for yourself, they will not even try you. You're going to get on that bamboo. You're going to do what you got to do as far as the excursion is concerned. And then you're going to go home safe, sound, and in peace. Okay. They are not going to do anything that that you don't want them to do. I'll say that much.
Okay. So this is what I want to say. The fact that we're even having this discussion about like this comes with the service. If you want them to clap your cheeks, then they will. They will, right? You just have to make sure that you're clear on that. But if that's what you want, they will. I don't think anybody should be allowing their chick, their girlfriend, their wife, their woman out to Jamaica, river rafting, without them being present on some girls' trip. To me, that's just crazy. But I like this perspective. I like this perspective because there's never usually this type of angle being approached to this situation. Top comment here says, most of them don't even want to do it. They just want to get paid. Now, do they not want to massage the chicks, or do they not actually want to like participate in that? Somebody else here says, can't tell you how true this is from what I've heard. Whoa. So the same woman who says they don't want to do it. So now I'm realizing they're actually talking about like clapping cheeks. She says, please understand that the victims of SEX tourism are not only female. Blame Westerners who exploit the power of their currency to coerce this type of activity against those in disadvantaged positions. What do you guys think of that? I don't know if I'll go as far as to call those men victims, right? Because now we're approaching things the way a lot of chicks like to do with like OnlyFans. Whenever an OnlyFans chick wants to get out of something she participated and wanted to do. I'm talking about the OnlyFans women who you see started the OnlyFans literally on their own will. They'll say, oh, the money was too good. The platform, it reeled me in. I don't know. But I do think this. I do think the chicks that go there, the ones that go there with the intention of giving up the cheeks, which I think is a lot of them, they get left out of this conversation. It's kind of like they're innocent victims, who are getting seduced, when I just don't think that's the case. Somebody else who says, finally, a female said it. Here's somebody else who says exactly. Jamaica for women is like DR for men. Whoa. Them women not low, flying in from all over to get they shit cracked open. Yet another woman here, just keeping it real. Here's somebody else who says most raft guys massage up to the knee. If you see full body massage, the lady 100% asked for it and it's extra money. Y'all freaked out on vacation, then blame the men when it doesn't go your way. Somebody else who says, why nobody's scared for their health? Right. That's the detail in this whole thing when we talk about the sexual activity that people are willing to participate in on a mass level, unprotected. We just recently were talking about another chick who smashed a guy raw, got pregnant by some dude who's now being called the Black Tinder swindler. The only thing that goes through my mind is, are you not afraid of diseases? Here's somebody else who says, sexual tourism is a thing and a lot of Caribbean countries participate. Barbados, Jamaica, Bahamas, DR. They know who want it or who look like they're going to like it. Here's somebody else who says, yeah, the grocery bag story was wild. I did see that. I'm not even going to get into that. Somebody else who says, facts, I've never had them men grope me. The man rubbed clay on my feet and calf muscle. Nothing above the knee. This is pretty good. Here's somebody else who says, so true, I'm Jamaican, and I've been on so many bamboo raft tours. No one has ever approached me like that. They actually want to talk about the nature, culture, and the hidden gems on the tours. Here's somebody else who says, they're so respectful, they will literally ask, but not go further than the women allows. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, the thing that they're most concerned about, because they're trying to make a living, right? If you disrespect somebody, then you're probably going to shorten the amount of time they probably spend with you. It makes sense. They're more focused on their business. Otherwise, it wouldn't be something that's consistent and there'll be more problems. They're more focused on making money, as they should be, because it's a business and it's a service. And they also probably work on tips. And so doing something that would cross the line in that situation is probably not something that they want. Now, are there some men out there who do? Yes, probably. Do we talk about that often? We do. Do we ever address this? Nah, not many times is this angle actually addressed, which I believe is an angle that should be addressed, right?